Hey guys, Matt here from Loon Outdoors. Today we're going to be tying a woolly bugger. We're going to start with a size 6 streamer hook, Vivus 8/0 thread, and we're going to go ahead and start our thread wrapping down the shank of the hook here. And we're going to go a little deeper into the bend, right to about the barb. Next up, we're going to use some marabou blood quills, colors black, and you can feel free to spice this up any way that you want. And what I do is I clean up the bunch of plumes and make a nice little lump to tie in, and I'm going to wrap that all the way forward so the body of the fly stays symmetrical throughout the pattern. Sometimes licking your fingers actually will help that marabou get tamed. It's kind of like when you get out of the shower, you have free range of what to do with your hair that day. Next up, we just secure that in, smooth out the body, and get ready for our next step. We're going to take some medium copper wire. This happens to be Danville. If you want to use UTC or any other wire that you have, that'll work too. I'm going to peel off about 6 inches. That wire is not going to really show up or create other bulk in the body, so I don't really worry about bringing it all the way to the front where we did the marabou. Next up is some medium chenille in black. And we're just going to tie this into the back of the fly right in front of the marabou and secure it in place. You kind of want to lash that down really heavy duty because it's going to help you out. Right now I'm just going to take a few turns of my thread because I like to tie in my schlappen or saddle hackle at the back. And this is black 5 to 7 inch Chinese saddle hackle. You want to go through the bag and find a good one. You want to put the best feather you have on your flies. So I'm going to tie this in tip first, and what that's going to do for me is just to have a nice cone shape moving forward. So next up, I move my thread all the way up to the front of the hook. And I'll go ahead and palmer that chenille in, which is simply wrapping. And I'm always moving all of the materials and thread away from me. And when I get right up to the front of the hook, I'm going to go ahead and secure that chenille in. Just a few more securing turns there. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to palmer that hackle forward, which again is just simply wrapping it away from you. And some of the fibers, from that feather will stick together. At the end, you can just brush them out. Don't worry, they're all in there. A few extra wraps up front. And secure that feather in with some nice tight turns. A few more for good measure. We're ready to work with that wire. Now, a lot of times I'll bring that wire through, and I'm actually crossing over the stem or the center part of that Chinese saddle hackle, and that's going to help it to, stay more secure and give the fly some great durability. You kind of got to work it through, and you can see I kind of do a zigzag pattern that actually helps me to let those feathers free. And we're going to secure that copper wire in, at the front of the fly there, building the head of this woolly bugger. But we'll do some turns on our whip finisher here. And complete the fly. Sometimes there's some little gangly stems. You can clean it up. Honestly, the fish won't care. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.